The week behind us was one of the best for U21 players so far in 2019, together with the second week of the Australian Open and that title de Minaur claimed in Sydney, and it brought some significant changes in the battle for Milan. The Australian Open semi-finalist and world No. 11 Stefanos Tsitsipas is undoubtedly the player to beat from this age group, confirming his dominance after winning the second ATP title in Marseille, scoring 11 wins this year and becoming the first player who has reached 1,000-point mark in 2019. After a tough loss to Damir Dzumhur in Rotterdam, the Greek bounced back in Marseille to beat Hubert Hurkacz, Sergei Stakhovsky, David Goffin and Mikhail Kukushkin, earning 250 points and moving closer to the place in the top 10. Stefanos will try to carry his form to Dubai, and a good result there will propel him into the elite group for the first time. Sydney champion Alex de Minaur has yet to play a match after that Davis Cup win over Bosnia and Herzegovina, returning in Acapulco this week and seeking points that would keep him ahead of the rest of the field, as he is already 675 points behind Stefanos. Frances Tiafoe had another chance to move in front of the Aussie in Delray Beach, but instead of defending the title he lost in the opening round to Daniel Evans, staying 25 points behind de Minaur and hoping for a better run in Acapulco. An 18-year-old Felix Auger-Aliassime has become the contender for the place in Milan after a stellar run in Rio de Janeiro, reaching the first ATP final and becoming one of the youngest players in the ATP 500 title matches, also cracking the top 100 for the first time. Receiving a wild card, Felix defeated Fabio Fognini, Christian Garin, John Muner and a former champion Pablo Cuevas to claim the first ATP final for Generation 2000, losing to Laszlo Di Geri in straight sets but earning 300 points to gain 19 positions on the list and move ahead of Hugo Humbert and the other older players. After winning Challenger title in Cherbourg, Humbert advanced into the first ATP semi-final in Marseille, halted by Mikhail Kukushkin but adding 75 points to his tally to trail 67 behind Auger-Aliassime. Denis Shapovalov had an unfortunate run in Marseille, losing in the second round to Kukushkin and skipping this week before heading to Indian Wells for the first Masters 1000 event of the season. The Norwegian Casper Ruud made impressive progress too, reaching the quarterfinal in Rio de Janeiro as a qualifier and passing 14 rivals to occupy the last direct spot that leads to Milan. Corentin Moudet led to the 8th spot while Michael Ymer is 9th, returning to action in Pau after missing almost a month. Alexei Popyrin failed to qualify for the main draw in Delray Beach, although he fixed that in Acapulco after Bernard Tomic gave him a walkover in the last qualifying round. After a few weeks off the court, Miomir Kekmanovic is back at Indian Wells Challenger, hoping to get back into the top 10 and stay in the race for the next-gen Masters. The 17-year-old Italian Jannik Sinner made the best possible debut on the list, winning Challenger title in Bergamo as the first player born in 2001 and propelling himself into the top 15 with 80 points. A former junior Wimbledon champion Alejandro Davidovich Fokina lost in the final of Bangkok Challenger, and he is another player with a nice step forward in the week behind us that produced some impressive results for the future tennis stars. U21 race to Milan top 15 list.